mistakes in the Quran in a previous lesson. Now we're looking at lesson number 2. This is, are Jehovah and Allah the same God? And of course the answer is no. And this is a way of discrediting Allah, destroying a Muslim's belief in Allah. And you have to do this. If you don't, you won't make any progress. So the way we do this is we look at this sequence of Muhammad, your father and grandfather. We ask the question, what was Muhammad's father's name? The Muslim says Abdullah. Okay? And you ask, what does Abdullah mean? Slave of Allah. And then you ask, what was Muhammad's grandfather's name? Abdul Muttalib. And most Muslims know that Abdul Muttalib was a worshipper of idols, 360 idols in the Kaaba in Mecca. And when his son was born, he asked himself the question, what name will I call my son? And he said, I know, I will call him Abdullah, meaning slave of my favourite idol, Allah. This proves Allah was an idol, known and worshipped by pre-Islamic Arabs. Mr. Muslim, is it right to borrow your God from an idol? No, you do not borrow your God from an idol. But Muhammad found that by borrowing Allah, the idol Allah, from pre-Islamic Arabia, it made it very easy for Arabs, idol-worshipping Arabs, to become Muslims, because they got to keep one of their idols' names. Okay? And so, is it right to borrow your God from an idol, Mr. Muslim? No, you don't borrow your God from an idol. That's very bad. Okay? And then we say, look down here. See here, you have a Sunni mosque. What is on top of the Sunni mosque? Moon. Why? Why is the moon on top of the Sunni mosque? Why is the moon the symbol of Islam?
Because they pray God of moon.
Because Allah was the moon god of Arabia. Okay? And they borrowed their god, Allah, from an idol. Allah was the moon god of Arabia. And that is very bad. And we see here that the God of the Bible is Jehovah. And if you have a look at point number A, it says here, the first of the 10 Commandments, I am the Lord thy God. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. The word Lord is in capitals. Whenever you have Lord in capitals, it is Jehovah, J-H-V-H. And so in the King James Bible, I am the Lord. That's Jehovah, J-H-V-H. And we translate this as Jehovah. I am the Lord thy God. Thou, that's you singular, shall have no other gods before me. Okay, that's Exodus chapter 20, about verses 1 to 3, I think it is. Okay, so this name Jehovah, God being Jehovah, occurs almost 7,000 times in the Bible, okay? And another verse we see is in Psalm 83 verse 18, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Jehovah, art the most high over all the earth. Psalm, that's number 1, that's number 2. Psalm 83, 18. And then another verse is Psalm 96 verse 5, all the gods of the nations are idols, but Jehovah made the heavens. Okay? And the fourth one, Psalm 16:4, their sorrows shall be multiplied that hasten after another God. So when people follow another god, their sorrows are multiplied. You look at Islam. People in Islam, they cry at our festival of Ashura, is that right? Ashura. And they cry and they whip themselves and they get a knife and they cut their heads and all this insane rubbish, all because they worship a different god. They worship an idol, Allah. And even in the Quran,
is that the same as Elisha?
Yeah, that's right. Elisha and the prophets, false prophets of Baal, because it did that. Okay. Now there is a word Allah in the Hebrew. Here we see the Hebrew dictionary. Okay, and word number 423, Allah, means curse, cursing. So Allah means curse. Okay, curse. Did you know that? That's what Allah means, curse. And every country that worships Allah is cursed. You think about it. Bangladesh is cursed. Pakistan is cursed. Afghanistan is cursed. Somalia is cursed. Okay? And we have every Muslim country is cursed. Malaysia, Indonesia, you name it. Okay? Nigeria, Sudan, fighting each other, killing each other. Gaza is cursed. Okay, right. So then we go to the next one. Okay. Lesson number 3 is Allah, Satan and Jehovah compared. Allah, Satan, Jehovah compared. Okay, so we need to compare Allah in the Quran, Satan in the Bible, Jehovah in the Bible, and see their nature. Now, this is the table that we use. Everybody, can you see this table? Okay. Now, I have this in Farsi as well. Would anyone like this in Farsi? Do you have this? Who wants this in Farsi? Here we go. Give it to you in Farsi, right? Who needs it in Farsi? Who else wants it in Farsi? Anybody else? You happy for that?
Page 8.
Yeah, there's page 8 in that box. That's the one. Yes, page 8. I'll give it to you. Who else needs one?
Should have that in Arabic.
Oh yeah, we don't have it in Arabic yet, although it would be good to have it in Arabic. Okay. Let's have a look. Now what we do, it's important to ask the person to read number 1. You ask them to read number 1 across the page. And I'm going to read this now. Allah is now last week killed a guy with a knife and tried to kill 2 others with a knife. And so that's because he's trying to obey the Quran, obey Allah. Now we see Satan, the devil was a murderer from the beginning, John 8:44, and Jehovah says no murderer has eternal life, 1 John 3:15, and love your enemies, Matthew 5:44. So we asked the question, who is better? Allah, who says cut people's heads off, or Jehovah, who says love your enemies? Okay, so point number 1, you say Jehovah says love your enemies, love enemies, and cut heads off. Okay, so who is better? You tick Jehovah, okay? And that's what happened when the Muslims attacked Persia. They killed the men and took the women as slave girls. Number 2, Allah is a liar. Allah misleads whom he will. That means you cannot trust anything that Allah says in the Quran. Allah is a liar. And number 2, the reference there is 1327. The reference here is 47:4. And Satan is a liar, the devil is a liar, and the father of lies, John 8:44, and God that cannot lie, meaning everything in the Bible is true and trustworthy and reliable. Okay, I'll write the word mislead. Misleads. If he misleads people, he's lying. Okay? So who is better? Jehovah. So you can trust what Jehovah says. Then we have number 3. Allah is a deceiver. Allah is the best of plotters in Surah 3 verse 54. And I use the illustration here of 1979 when Ayatollah Khomeini came to Iran. He said to the people of Iran, if you let me be your leader, I'll give you free water, free electricity, free education, free petrol, free housing, free everything, freedom of religion. And the people said, oh great, you be our leader. And he became leader, and he says nothing's free. People said, you said it was free. He says, oh no, I was just talking to the dead people in the cemetery. To them it's free, but everybody else, you've got to pay for it. So it was a complete